Everyone, that Seattle has been liberated. The Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, otherwise known as Chaz, I think they switched their name to CHOP, but I'm told they went back to Chaz, was a failed 4-week Democrat experiment by the radical left, and the results are in. Anarchy is anti-American. Law and order is essential. Peace in our streets will be secured. While the Democrat mayor of Seattle proclaimed that Chaz was to be, quote, the summer of love, in fact, it was not. And other failed Democrat politicians also remained passive or even silent in the face of anarchy. But while that happened, President Trump set the tone. Law and order must prevail to preserve peace in our streets.
Now today, my city is in shock. Murders, shootings, and violent crime are increasing at percentages unheard of in the past. We're seeing the return of rioting and looting. During riots, this Democrat mayor, like others, has often prevented the police from making arrests. And even when arrests are made, liberal, progressive DAs release the rioters so as not to disrupt the rioting.
100 anarchists were arrested for rioting and destruction of federal property here in D.C. I believe that number is now above 300. 4 men have been charged in federal court for attempting to tear down the statue of Andrew Jackson in Lafayette Square, and there are 200 open domestic terrorism investigations.
And his party's entire left wing just waiting to execute their pro-criminal, anti-police socialist policies. So Black Lives Matter and ANTIFA sprang into action, and in a flash, they hijacked the peaceful protests into vicious, brutal riots.
We actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists.
Peaceful protests began all over the land. The condemnation of the killing was universal, from President Trump to Democrat leaders. It seemed, for a few brief shining moments, Democrat and Republican leaders would come together with a unified proposal to reduce police misconduct.
And they were shouting threats, to us, to kill us, to hurt us. But they're also shouting, say her name, Breonna Taylor. And it's like, you couldn't reason with this mob, but I'm actually the author of the Breonna Taylor law to end no-knock raids. So the irony is lost on these idiots that they're trying to kill the person who's actually trying to get rid of no-knock raids.